800 watts electric iron. So this is your power. So 800 watts. And this is in operating with 110 volts. So yung ating voltage. So how many electrons pass through the ion per second? So hahanapin daw natin yung electron charge natin dito. Okay, so for all we know, ang kailangan po natin dito is yung ating kuryente. Okay, so yung ating amperahe. So therefore, yung power natin in DC circuit, so from your DC part 1 and 2, so power is equal to V times I. Okay, so therefore, kunin muna natin yung amperahe. So this will become P all over V. Okay, so therefore, this is 800 watts all over yung ating voltahe, which is 110 volts. So therefore, I now is equal to what? So 800 over 110 is now equal to 7.273. So this is now in amperes. For all we know, 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. So convert na lang natin itong ampere into coulomb per second. So 1:1 lang naman yan. So this is 7.273 coulomb per second. Okay? So kunin muna natin yung ating charge. Okay? So per second. So kusang ang tinatanong kasi sa atin is nakasegundo. So therefore, Q now is equal to I multiplied by the time. Okay, so that is equal to 7.273 coulomb per second. Take note, this is at 1 second, no? Okay, so multiply natin yung time. So 1 second. So po ang ating Q in terms of coulombs. So times 1 lang po ito. Okay, so magka-cancel lang itong seconds natin. So this is 7.273. So this is coulombs now. And take note po ano po ang ating ano dito, okay? Ano po ang ating conversion ng electron charge into coulombs. Take note po for 1 electron charge that is equal to constant 23 coulombs. Okay, so pakitandaan po ito, 1 electron charge that is constant 23 coulombs. So i-multiply lang natin po in 1 electron that is constant 23 coulombs. So divide lang natin ito sa constant 23. So shift constant 23. So therefore, this is now equal to 4.5 539, okay, so 4.54 or 39 na lang. So this is times 10 to the 19 electron charge. And this is letter A. Okay, part 1. Then part 2, okay, 4.539 times 10 to the 19. Okay, so before are we going to number 2? Okay, so let's move on to our konting discussion lang regarding on Coulomb's law. Okay, so there are 2 set of laws na ginawa ni Coulomb po. Okay, first law is this, okay? So like charges repel each other, okay? So lalayo sila sa isa't isa, and yung ating unlike charges naman po, it will attract each other, okay? For example po, positive charge at saka positive charge, okay? So it will repel each other. And also as negative at saka negative charge, it will also repel. Pero pag positive charge at saka negative charge yung pinaglapit mo, so they will attract each other. So mas lalo silang didikit sa isa't isa. Okay? So next, second law po. So force of attraction or repulsion between charges is directly proportional to the of the charge. Okay, so this is regarding on your computation of your force. Okay, it's either this is attraction or repulsion. Okay, so your force is directly proportional. So directly proportional po siya to the product of the charge. Okay, so charge 1 at saka charge 2. So for example, if there will be two charges here, so we have charge 1 and charge 2. So this is Q1 times Q2. And take note, this is inversely proportional also, okay, to the square of the distance. So inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Okay, so this is all over d squared. Okay, so whereas yung F natin, this is the force, Q1, Q2, this is the charge in each body. So this is represented as two spheres. We have also your EO at saka ER natin. This is your absolute permittivity. So for absolute permittivity, this is constant, 32 in your calculator. So yan yung mga magagamit natin mamaya. So that is constant 32. So yan. So this is 8.854 times 12 to the negative times 10 to the negative 12. This is farad per meter. And also we have also your relative permittivity, or what we call your dielectric constant. Okay, so yung mga common na dielectric constant natin is the free space permittivity or the air. Okay, so kapag sinabi mong free space, that is air actually. So that is equal to 1. Okay, so always po yan kapag permittivity ng free space or ng air equal to 1. And also your d, this is the distance. Okay, so in equation po, since naka-proportion tayo, so all we need to do is that we will introduce here a constant of proportionality. So therefore your force here now will be equal to what? So this is equal to the constant of proportionality K multiplied by Q1, Q2 all over d squared. Okay, so take note po, yung Q1 natin dito, this is the charge of the first body. So Q2 is the charge of the second body. Then yung distance nila between each other is your d. Okay? So yan. So ano po yung K dito? Okay, dyan na po pumapasok yung ating tinatawag na permittivity. Okay? So yung ating K dito is equal to what? Okay? That is equal to 1 all over 4 pi EO ER. Okay? Pero take note po, yung ER natin is nakadepende kung anong dielectric ang meron tayo. Okay, so kung ano yung medium sa pagitan nitong dalawang to. Okay, kung air ba, kung siya ba ay okay, kung siya ba ay mica, okay, kung siya ba ay paper, okay, so nakadepende sa dielectric in between them. Okay, so meron tayong force dito. Okay, so yan po. So this is our K. Take note po, yung ating K dito, this is in SI. Okay, SI po yan. And yung ating K, this is equivalent also to what? Okay, so 9.8755 times 10 to the 9. Okay, so when your ER is equal to 1. Okay, so given that your ER is equal to 1, or we have your free space permittivity. Okay, so alamin natin yung mga parameters natin dito in CGS at saka SI. Okay, so dito kasi sa electrostatic medyo nakakatakot yung mga units natin dito, iba-iba kasi. Okay, so ang alam lang dapat natin dito is that kapag CGS, yun yung mga magkakasama. We have also your SI, yun lang rin yung magkakasama. And also for the conversion from CGS to SI or SI to CGS. Okay? So, sige. Kapag SI po ang force natin dito, is naka-Newton. Okay? Newton, or this is denoted as N. Okay? For kapag CGS naman, this is in dynes. Ayan, dynes. And we have your Q1, Q2. Okay? So this is the charges in the body. Okay? So yung dalawang charges dito, Q1 at saka Q2. So kapag SI, this is in columns. And this is denoted as C. Okay? And for CGS naman, this is stat columns. Okay? And also, we have our K. So, kakasabi lang natin kanina. So, this is 1 all over 4 pi EO ER. Okay? So, this is for SI. For K naman natin sa CGS, this is equal to, okay? This is equal to 1 all over ER. So, nakadepende pa rin po sa ating dielectric constant or yung ating relative permittivity kung ano po yung magiging value ng ating K. Okay? So, also your distance na po. This is in meter. Okay? Naka-meters tayo dito. This is denoted as M. And CGS naman po, centimeter naman po. Okay? So, yan po yung mga parameters natin na kailanganin sa pagsosolve ng Coulomb's law natin. Ayan. So, kung gusto nyo picturean, so, pwede naman po. Okay? So, part 1 po. We have part 2. And we have your part 3. Sige, let's move on to the next problem na. So, number 2. So, two equal charge pairs repel each other. Okay, so meaning kapag nag-repel sila, parehas yung charge. So, let's take into account na lang positive yung dalawang charge. So, they will repel to each other. Okay? And take note po, equally charged. Okay? So, therefore, kung ano yung charge natin sa first body, yun na yung charge natin sa second body. Okay? So, Q1 is equal to Q2. Okay? So, Q1 dito. So, therefore, we can say this is also Q1. Okay? And yung ating force of repulsion, F is equal to 0.1 kilogram. Okay? So, medyo hindi okay? Hindi siya conventional na unit, okay? So, take note po, ang ating kilogram dito, this is in kilogram force, okay? So, yan. If their centers are 20 cm, so yung distance nila sa bawat isa, 20 centimeters. And we are going to find Q1. So, take note po, tingnan natin yung charge natin dito. Okay, column. So, meaning, naka-SI tayo. Okay? So, kailangan lang po natin gawing SI lahat. Okay? So, ano po ba ang ating Coulomb's law? So, your F is equal to K multiplied by Q1, Q2 all over, okay, B squared. Take note, this is SI. So, therefore, ano yung K na gagamitin natin dito? So, that is Q1, Q2 all over 4 pi EO, ER, D squared. This is now in newtons, okay? So, this is now equal to, okay? So, yung ating force dito is 0.1 kilogram force. Paano natin yan i-convert into Newton? Take note po, in 1 kilogram force, this is now equal to 9.81 newtons. Okay? So, anong gagawin lang natin sa kilogram force na to? Multiply sa 9.81. Okay? So, that is 0.1 kilogram force. Multiply natin sa in 1 kilogram force, this is 9.81 newton. So, naka-SI na tayo dyan. So, wala na tayong problema. We have also your Q1 and Q2, parehas lang. So this will become Q1 times Q1 and this will become Q squared. All over 4 pi times constant 32 multiplied by ER. Take note po, sinabi pa sa atin kung ano ang ating dielectric. Okay, so wala. Okay, take note po kapag wala, ang default analysis natin dito, okay, kung walang dielectric, so ER natin is always equal to 1 or the free space permittivity. Okay, kung walang sinabing permittivity na relative permittivity, so 1 lang po ang ilalagay natin dyan. Multiplied by this squared. So ano po yung distance nilang dalawa? 20 cm. Gawin na lang natin siyang meter. Okay, para maging column na to. Okay, so this is 20 times 10 to the negative 2 meter. Okay, puro naka-SI na. So ang lalabas na unit natin ay columns. So therefore, this is 0.1 times, okay, naka-complex tayo. 0.1 times 9.81 Q1, so this x is squared all over 4 pi times constant 32 4 pi times constant 32, okay, times 1 times 20 times 10 to the negative 2. So therefore, this is now equal to, naka-squared pa pala ito, no? Okay, kasi d-squared ito. Kalimutan natin. Ayan, squared lang natin ito, no? So this is shift solve. Okay, solve for x. So this will become 2.0895. Okay, 2.0895. This is times 10 to the negative 6. Okay, negative 6 columns. So this is now equal also to Q2. Okay, and this is letter A. Part 1, Part 2, A. So let's move on to the next question. Number 3. How many electrons must be placed on each two spheres separated by 4 mm in order to produce a repulsive force of 500 Newton? So take note po, repulsive force, parehas yung charge. Okay? So mag-drawing lang tayo ng dalawang sphere. Okay? So positive to, positive rin to. Okay? So ilan daw yung electrons na ilalagay daw natin dito or electron charge in order to produce a force of 500 newtons given that yung distance nila between another. Okay, so this is 4 mm. Okay, so take note po 4 mm. So convert lang natin yan sa SI kasi po ang ating force dito ay okay. And from your concept, ang gagawin lang natin dito is that parehas yung charge nila. So therefore, Q1 ito, Q pa rin ito. Okay, Q1 is equal to Q2. Okay? Since ang gagawin lang naman natin is maglalagay lang naman tayo ng electron sa bawat sphere. Okay? So, gawin na lang natin equal yan. Okay? So, therefore, yung ating columns doon now, so will be what? Okay? So, F is equal to Q1 squared. Okay, so parehas lang kasi ng ating charge all over 4 pi EO ER this squared. So this is now in Newton. Okay, naka-SI tayo. So therefore, this is now equal to Q1 the quantity squared all over 4 pi ating E. Take note po, walang sinabing relative permittivity. So therefore, yung ating relative permittivity is air. Okay? So is in air. So 1 po yung ating ER dito. Multiplied by D squared. So this is times 4 times 10 to the negative 3. This is the quantity squared. So what is Q1 now equal to? So makukuha natin dito columns, okay? So ang gagawin lang natin dito sa columns, i-convert natin siya. Okay, convert lang natin mamaya ito. So this is 9.434. 6 times 10 to the negative 7. So this is columns. So gawin lang natin siyang electron. So multiply lang natin. Take note po, in 1 electron charge that is constant 23 columns. So ano na po yung ating Q1 at saka Q2? Ilan yung ilalagay nating electrons na dito? So this is divided by constant 23. So this is now 5.886 5.8886 times 10 to the negative or times 10 to the 12 na to. Okay, this is electrons. Cancel yung columns. And this is letter. Okay, this is letter A. Part 1, then part 2. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Okay, a charge of 20 units is placed 5 centimeters from a like charge of 3 units in mica. Okay? So take note po, may dalawang charge ulit tayo or dalawang body of like charge. So kapag positive ito, so therefore yung isa rin positive. Okay? And yung ating charge na first body, okay, so this is now equal to 20 units. Okay? So when we say units, this is also stat columns. Okay? So this is not our charge in the second body. So 3 units naman po. Okay, 3 stat columns or 3 units. Okay. So ang ating dielectric in between them is mica. So hindi free space kundi mica. Okay. So yung ating ER ng mica, kailangan natin ito. Ayan. So, the force of repulsion now, okay, so yung force in between them, okay, so it will have a force of 0.52 dynes, okay, naka-CGS tayo, naka-C dito. And yung ating distance, so sabi sa ating problem, sa 5 centimeters, okay, we are going to find the dielectric constant of mica or relative permittivity. Hanapin natin yun. So, naka-CGS tayo. Okay, so don't worry. Ang ating CGS naman po ay, may formula naman na tayo dyan. Okay, so available na. So, F is equal to yung ating K multiplied by Q1, Q2 all over D squared. Okay, take note kapag CGS po, ang K natin is equal to 1 all over ER. Okay, this is in CGS. So therefore, F now is equal to yung ating 1 all over yung ating ER. So, ayan, multiplied by Q1, Q2 all over D squared. Okay, pwede na natin siyang i-input dito. So therefore, this is 0.52. Naka-CGS tayo. So hindi ko na ilalagay yung unit. So this is now equal to 1 all over yung ating dielectric ng mica. Okay? Constant na yan. So, multiplied by yung ating Q1. Okay, so given naman 20 units. Multiplied by 3. Okay, 3 units po or 3 stat columns all over. Yung ating D, naka centimeters naman. So, wala tayong problema. Okay, shift solve lang po. So what is ER now equal? Take note, ER natin or relative permittivity is unitless. Okay? So this is now equal to 20 times 3 all over 5 squared times 0.52. Na lang po siya. Cross multiply. So therefore, yung ating mika ay may dielectric na 4.615. So unit, walang unit kasi dielectric constant. Okay. Constant lang naman siya. Okay, so this is letter B. Okay, part 1. Then part 2. Let's move on to the next, okay, concept, okay. So we have your electrostatic potential or yung ating electrostatic intensity. Okay? So yan. For example, we have a charge here. Okay? So let's have Q. Okay? So take note po, at any point meron tayong intensity ng charge or epekto ng charge natin dito. Okay? Take for example, in this period or in this location, okay? So let's call this as point 1. Meron pong epekto yung ating charge dito. Okay? So meron po siyang intensity. So this is known to be your electrostatic potential, and this is denoted as capital letter V. Okay? So yan. So therefore, ano po ba ang electrostatic potential in our formula? Okay? So this is now equal to Q all over 4 pi EO ER times yung ating V. Take note po, ang ating V dito, this is in volts. And lahat po ng ating mga parameters dito ay dapat naka-SI. Okay? So kung hindi naka-SI, i-convert lang natin. Okay? So Q now is equal to your charge. So SI po tayo, no? So this is in columns. We have also your EO. So this is constant 32. Absolute permittivity. So this is in farad per meter. We have also yung ating V. This is your distance. And this is in meters. Okay? So take note po, ang equivalent nitong formula na to, naka-volts. Okay? So bago ko makalimutan sa inyo na, okay? So balikan lang natin dito. So ano po ba ang conversion ng stat column sa columns natin? So take note po, in 1 columns po, or 1 column, that is equal to 3 times 10 to the 9 stat columns. Or this is in units, okay? So kapag sinabing units na naka-CGS na yun, matic, okay? Sige. Okay. Pwede na siguro. Take note po, bawat charge ay may epekto sa isang point. Okay? For example, meron pa tayong dito, another point charge. Okay? Let us say this is Q2. Okay? Q1 ito, Q2. So therefore, yung ating total electrostatic potential or yung ating VT is equal to what? Okay? So yung ating V dahil sa ating Q1 plus yung ating electrostatic potential again dahil dun sa charge 2 natin. Okay? So merong epekto ang bawat charges sa ating location. Okay, that is by your law of superposition. Okay?